While Henry was savoring the amazing aromas of meat candy, I smelled fear, wondering if I could polish off all 27 layers of this giant burger.
All right, ready? I'm ready and you're ready. All right, thank you.
Good luck.
Hey, Chew Crew. Today we're coming to you from the Barn Door Bar and Restaurant just west of Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And let me tell you, we've got a tower of terror to tackle today. A 27-layer burger challenge that goes by a name I don't think YouTube would appreciate if I said it out loud. But since we're all friends here, I'll whisper it to you. It's called the Sorry Bastard Challenge. And believe me, sorry is exactly how I may feel afterward. Now, I've done a lot of challenges, and I've seen some wild creations, but what stood out to me here was the layers. 27 layers in total. To put that in perspective, I've only met one other challenge with more, the Wonder Burger Double Quad with loaded fries, which topped out at 30 layers of pure carnivoric delight. That one felt like a Jenga tower of meat, and this one, wasn't too far behind it.
Go, Daddy, go! Go, Daddy, go! Go, Daddy, go!
Gotta love the unbridled enthusiasm from Amelia the Nibbler Cherkowski.
You can hurry yet. I was hoping to get my sandwich.
You can do this, Daddy!
And of course, you can't take on a challenge like this without looking at the legends who came before you. The record holder, Molly Schuyler, one of the fastest eaters alive, did a double version of this challenge and finished both of them in 6 minutes and 12 seconds. Absolutely insane. Check her out on YouTube. Those poor burgers didn't stand a chance. Then you've got Nathan Klein, who cranked it out in 9 minutes and 23 seconds for a single version of the challenge. I'm not even going to put Molly's time up, as it's hard to compete with someone who may or may not have wolf and/or python DNA in their genetic code. But I'll put Nathan's time up for funsies so you can see if I take home the silver medal time. So, what's this beast all about? Well, picture 3 bacon cheeseburgers stacked on top of each other. Doesn't sound too bad yet, right? But then you start counting. Each patty is a hefty chunk of beef, over 1 pound total spread across all 3. Then you load it up with mayo, lettuce, tomato, bacon, onion rings, and American cheese. That's not one meal, that's like 3 cookouts smashed together into a tower of pure deliciousness. And if that wasn't enough, they slapped down a full pound of fries on the side, plus a double shot of their house-made hot sauce that's supposed to disappear along with everything else. The rules? 20 minutes. That's it. If you finish, it's free, and you walk out rocking an awesome t-shirt. If you fail, it's $25, and you probably walk out with a few regrets. While this burger was packed with flavor top to bottom, I've got to give a special shout out to my favorite of the 27 layers, the onion rings. These were the top 3 best onion rings of all time, no question. And I know what you're thinking, who even has a personal onion ring ranking system? Guilty. My top 3 favorite onion rings in no particular order are the Barn Doors rings right here in Mount Pleasant. The other ones are the Falcon's Nest over in Columbiaville, Michigan, which you may recall were featured in their Falconator Breakfast Burger Challenge. Look at that. Boom, the Falcon has landed.
Good luck.
Absolutely amazing. And the third place is the Great Lakes Grill up in Sheboygan, Michigan. If you're ever at any of these 3 locations, you have not had the full dining experience unless you've ordered the onion rings. Seriously, go get them. And if you've got a place with onion rings that blows your mind, please let me know in the comments. Seriously, I'm always hunting for the next fried side masterpiece. The Barn Door had one of my favorite Michigan brews on tap that really helped me get in the zone. KBC Widowmaker. That's from the Keweenaw Brewing Company way up in the UP in Houghton, Michigan. Smooth, dark, just what I needed before going into battle with a burger the size of a small dog. And speaking of the UP, that's where I'm heading for next week's challenge. High up in Michigan's Upper Peninsula in Copper Country, we're in Kearsarge for one of the most infamous food challenges in the state, the Lucchese Burger Challenge. This thing is legendary. We're talking a 2-foot long burger loaded with 5 pounds of beef. This is actually the very first food challenge I ever heard about years ago as an undergrad up at Michigan Tech, and frankly, it's haunted me ever since. Over the last 30 plus years this challenge has existed, only 3 people have beaten it. 3. And one of them, it's named after. That's like the Mount Everest of Michigan burgers. My odds were terrible at best, but you know me, that just makes it more tempting.
Wow. That is a skateboard on bread. Oh.
Make sure to tune in next week to see if I can ride this skateboard of a burger to victory or end up as yet another one of its hundreds of victims. Preparing for this challenge, it had some pretty good timing. My family and I had just come back from the John Ball Zoo over in Grand Rapids, Michigan, so my mindset was locked in after a day of watching the animals hungrily devour their lunch. I knew I'd have to go over this meal the same way, fast, fierce, and without mercy. Starting at the top, working my way down, and saving the fries for last. I had the hot sauce lined up as dipping fuel for the fries, which actually worked better than I expected. Vinegar and potatoes, not a bad combo. One of my favorite things about doing all these challenges around the Midwest and specifically around Michigan is that every town has its own little hidden gems, and here at the Barn Door, it wasn't just about the burger, it was about the atmosphere. Classic Midwest vibe, friendly staff who was still pretty sassy. I think they toned it down a little bit for me because the kids were there, but they were rooting for me, giving me a little bit of sass, and we had a lot of fun. If you're ever coming through the Mount Pleasant area, this is definitely one of those spots that feels like a local secret, but deserves to be a road trip destination. And if for some reason you're still peckish after visiting the Barn Door, you can also swing by Dog Central, which hosts several different food challenges, all of which are featured on my channel. Whether you're team hamburger or team hot dog, give them all a look. With these last few seconds ticking away, Nathan keeps his second place record time. But hey, just because the record slips away doesn't mean I'm throwing in the towel just yet. I didn't drive all the way to Mount Pleasant just to quit when the record slipped through my fingers. So, goal is just to finish strong. I still have a little more than half the time remaining and just a few fries left. So let's see me power through the rest of this challenge. As I was mopping up the last few fries and the toppings that had spilled out of the burgers, I realized there was still just a little bit of hot sauce left. I'm glad that I sampled it before polishing off the last of that double shot, because it definitely had a nice burn to it that would have caught me off guard if I would have taken the whole thing down all at the end.
That was fantastic. So good.
Good job, Daddy. Yeah, man.
He did it. He's done. All right.
While definitely not the fastest time on record, I did complete the Sorry Bastard Burger Challenge in under the 20-minute mark. And for doing so, I was able to secure the meal for free and walk out with a super cool t-shirt to add to my collection. If this video wasn't packed with enough layers of flavor for you, check out these challenges here and here to see some other awesome stacked patty burger challenges. Thanks as always for tuning in, and until next time, stay hungry.